Hello, everyone. I would like to welcome you to our second English AMA session that we are proud to do in collaboration with CoinMarketCap once again for the second week running. Again, to introduce myself for those of you who missed the session last week, my name is Nick, and I have recently been onboarded as the Chief Business Development Officer at Decimal. To give you guys a bit of an introduction of myself, in case you forgot the last time I gave it, I myself am from Miami, Florida. After attending business school in Washington, D.C., I have spent time working in fintech and have later transitioned to the blockchain industry, where I worked in GameFi. I am very pleased to be part of the Decimal team and excited to be working with such top-tier professionals on a very promising and interesting project. To give you guys a bit of a background on Decimal for those of you new to the community or those of you who have not been introduced to the project in detail yet, Decimal is a blockchain infrastructure used to create decentralized apps for developers. Decimal is the best blockchain supporting builders around the world, creating crypto apps that scale today. Applications, contracts, and tokens created on Decimal are automatically supported by the IBC infrastructure, which means they interact with networks such as Cosmos, BSC, Thorchain, Osmosis, and Secret. Now, without further ado, to get started with the AMA session, I will be answering a couple of questions from our community that the team and I have found to be interesting and informative. I will do my best to give you guys some satisfying answers and clear up some questions you might have. For the first question that we have this week, we sourced from our community, we have what development stage are the smart contracts at? So like I said last week, we did promise to talk about our roadmap and plans for the end of the year. So I will begin by answering this question. It's a very good question. So according to the roadmap on our website, smart contracts were planned for the second quarter of 2022. We strive to create high quality products and projects. That's why we decided to launch as soon as possible. We are currently in the final stages of developing the smart contracts and are ensuring that everything happens quickly and the result is as effective as possible. The Decimal team is working diligently to create smart contracts and begin testing them. At this moment, you can monitor our progress in the Public Explorer for developers. This is a subsection of the general Decimal Explorer. You can find links to it in our Telegram channel and in our articles. Testing is in full effect and all the features are being improved in order to make the platform available for the public at the end of the year. The smart contract platform will provide Decimal users with full stack, stable interface, and functionality. What results? For question number 2, we have what results did you achieve so far? To answer this question, I will begin by saying that at this moment we have started the testnet with DSC, which includes EVM compatibility and smart contracts. Our network could be integrated with MetaMask, which means that they can be validated using the contract address. We are also planning to integrate with other big projects before the end of the year. It is in our plans to make Decimal compatible with MetaMask, Trust Wallet, and Phantom. Any other development apps compatible with Ethereum, virtual machine, including the full list of decentralized exchanges. All the available infrastructure in Ethereum networks will be available for Decimal. In addition, we are working on the integration of Decimal contracts with CMC, and Decimal blockchain-based tokens will have a relevant label with the address of the contract. For question number 3, I will answer the following question that was sourced from our community. And the question was the following: what will be after smart contracts? What can you say about DAOs? To begin answering this, I will say that right after the smart contract platform is launched, our developers will put their full efforts and concentration towards creating a DAO. Its functionality will become available for every company within the smart contracts of Decimal Smart Chain. At this moment, our colleagues are working on creating a decentralized exchange which will operate on a small contracts as well as last issuance burning. Just recently, we held the first issuance burning, which happened through the smart contracts. Now, those were the 3 questions that we got this week from our community, and it was a pleasure answering them. And now for some closing notes. So we're always happy to receive your questions. I personally enjoy answering them. I enjoy giving the community a broader overview of our project, and I would like to remind you guys to keep the questions coming, keep asking them, and I will do my best to cover your questions in the next AMA sessions. Also, please keep in touch with our socials on Twitter and Telegram. We would love to get some feedback from you on what you think of this AMA session and what you would like to see covered next time. It's been a pleasure hosting this AMA with all of you. Hope to see everyone back next week. Now, are there any questions from our live audience today? We'll give you guys a few minutes to ask live questions from the audience. Right. Since I am not currently seeing any live questions, I welcome you guys to submit your questions through the socials, through the response column that is listed in the Telegram chat. If you leave your questions there, we will collect them and definitely answer them next week. Anyway, thank you all for joining. Have a good rest of the week and hope to see everyone next week right here on this